Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Mostly I picked up most of the same, but there are some unique shells. A lot of these lightning whelk, they're pretty small size, but they're still fun to pick. A couple of them, they have a good size to it. And I wanted to show you some of the lightning whelk. They are a little bit different than others. Now this one here, you see how pokey that is. It's very knobby. So I don't think that's what lightning has on there. If you look at it, usually they don't have the knobby stuff going on, but that one does. So some only has that. I think this one looks pretty unique, so I like that. Also this one, yellow lightning whelk, which I showed you on my last video. I collected a couple of them and I love them so much because they're so pretty lemon color. I love them. Also this one, I believe it's an albino, what they call albino. I think there's no color, no stripes, no pattern going on there. I believe this is pretty rare. It's not like, you know, every time you see lightning whelk, you'll find it's a lot rarer than other lightning whelk. So I was pretty psyched about that. Colorful moon snail. All right, I found quite a few. I managed to find quite a few of these. A lot of these moon snails, they have a really good color, very good pattern. You can clearly see their pattern. If you flip him over, you can see this bright white color. They're super fun to find. Some of them are very it doesn't have much pattern on it. It's just clear color and not much going on there, but you can tell that they are Gaudinarica. But you know, they're still fun to pick them. Here's my quarter so you can compare how big they are. Not too big this time, but they're still very fun to collect. And I have some apple murex and lace murex. There are quite a few of those. They've gone through some cleaning process and then they turned out fantastic. So there is that. And the exciting news here is my horse conch. Now this horse conch, I found it when Ty was going out. And it was just lying by the dead tree trunk there with a bunch of shell jammed inside. I was really excited about that. It's the biggest horse conch I've ever found so far. So there is that. And this is also very exciting. Alphabet cone. And you can see how deep the color is. And also it's pretty good size. You know, every time I do find it, normally I find like busted, broken, but this is really cool size and cool color, so I was pretty happy about that. And some Florida cone, prickly jewel box that are hinged, and that is also very exciting as well. Flat scallop. On my last video, I also found one. But that one was a little bit smaller, but also very pristine. This one's got a couple area that's been broken, but oh my gosh, I don't care because it is still so beautiful. And I put my quarter there so you can see how big this flat scallop shell is. It's that big. It's pretty good size, very humongous for that kind of shell. And I have a couple olives and some kind of sponge I collect. I will be adding to my shell collection, and some worm shell, some top shells there, and paper fig I found this time. 3 paper fig. They were pretty good shape, so I picked them up. Usually they're hard to find the pristine one, but found 3 that were just perfect shape. So I found that, and some slippery shell, and there are quite a few colorful scallop shells I found. This one here is my favorite. It's very bright orange color. Oh, I love this orange one. They're so fun to find. I put a little bit of mineral oil on them, and their color is back in no time. So I love that about them. And here we have tulip shells. Most of this tulip shell, I think all of them, they're banded tulip shell except this one here, maybe true tulip, but everything else is all banded tulips. All right, and let's see, we have some sand dollars. This sand dollar here I found, I've never seen this big of sand dollar. Here's my quarter, so you can see how big that sand dollar is. That's the biggest sand dollar I have ever found, as well as the biggest shark eyes I found from Kice Island this time. This is a really good size. When I found it, it was flipped over like this. A bunch of green ocean stuff on it, but it got cleaned up really well. And some baby shark eyes there, sea urchin there. Alright, and then move over to Florida fighting conch. I understand now why a lot of shellers cannot resist to not pick Florida fighting conch, because they're just super fun to pick. Most of these Florida fighting conch, they're different. They have different pattern on it, different color on them, and they're different size, and they're just super fun to find them. This one here is almost white, but it is not albino. As you can see, there is a little bit of color, a little bit of pattern, so it is not an albino, but it's still so fun to pick. These three here, when you look at them, they're so orange inside, and yet it's different, a little bit different. These two have, like, one has stripe on it, this one doesn't. It's just really orange, and that one is almost the black inside, or like really dark purple inside. It's pretty cool. Some has vertical pattern on him, some has horizontal pattern on him. It's really fun to pick these, and so I did manage to pick quite a few. Some are very orange color, some are yellow color like this one here, they're pretty yellow. Some are very knobby, some are not. It's super fun to pick all that. And lastly, I wanted to show you this Atlantic cockle, giant cockle. I found quite a few there. Sometimes you can find them bigger one than these, sometimes smaller. I wanted to show you that I've been having a lot of fun to put shells in there and organize and you know, arrange them in that giant cockle shell with the small shells, and it looks really pretty like that as an art. So yeah, I've been having a lot of fun. Well, I wanted to say thank you so much for watching Seashore Adventures. Please like and subscribe. It'll help me to make more videos like this for you to watch. Until the next time, happy shelling.